Well, as we get into this afternoon, it's been a pretty quiet one so far, and we're actually getting temperatures back into the 60s on our way back to near 70 degrees in a lot of locations. But we managed to stay dry again, just kind of getting buzzed by the tower in some of our northwesternmost counties so far this morning into the afternoon hours. Looking at that satellite imagery, though, this is what's headed back our direction as we get into this afternoon's a little more of that filtered sunshine that we're going to be expecting. Still fairly breezy out there, and it's going to stick with us as we get into the next really day and a half across mid-Missouri. Let us look at some of those wind speeds. Going to be up around 20 and 25 mile an hour sustained as we get into tomorrow. It's going to be even windier as we get into our Tuesday. That's all out ahead of this next storm system that we're continuing to track. And again, we've been upgraded in terms of that severe potential from the Storm Prediction Center. We've underlaid it here underneath some of that cloud cover and what we think the radar is going to look like as we get into tomorrow. Let us look at future track as we get into your Tuesday. Again, it's not for what we're going to be tracking in the morning hours. That just looks like the garden variety showery activity across mid-Missouri. That'll start to depart, though, as we get into 9 and 10 o'clock, and watch what takes its place. It's some of these, again, fairly isolated showers and thunderstorms. They look a little bit heavier. That's where we could be picking up that severe potential tomorrow. Again, large hail and even a brief spin-up tornado certainly all on the table with this system as it continues to spin back through mid-Missouri. What it's going to hinge on, though, is just how much instability we can get, and you can kind of see it's more of a swiping glance at some of that. So that window of opportunity is fairly narrow. That's the good news. Unfortunately, it is open. That's the bad news as we get into our Tuesday. So looking at these threats, again, this is a fairly low-end situation that we're going to be tracking. Damaging straight line winds, a little bit of large hail, and like I mentioned, some of those brief spin-up tornadoes, all possible, but it all depends on how unstable we can get. So this is one of those very fluid forecasts that we're going to be tracking over the next 24 hours. Looking at that ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast. There's those rain chances on Tuesday. We got another round to go as we get into Thursday and Friday.